really very special guests I'd like to ask to speak for myself, and one is the president of Minnesota AFL-CIO, Shar.
Hi. Oh, it's great to be here, and it really feels good, doesn't it? Feels good. We, as you know, middle-class Minnesotans, the #1 issue for them is jobs. And we have a candidate for governor who has experience in creating jobs, and we know that he has a plan to make sure that Minnesotans get back to work. And so we are working. We've got feet to the street. We've got phone callers making phone calls, and we're doing everything we can to make sure that these two get over that finish line first. And we know that's going to happen.
Yay!
Special guest, someone who's been just superb in his support for Yvonne and myself and the DFL team all over Minnesota is the outstanding Mayor of St. Paul, Chris Coleman.
Yay!
I'll just be quick because I know one thing, that when Mark Dayton is elected, you'll actually have a governor that comes to Rochester, not just because he's on his way to Iowa. Mark Dayton knows the state, he knows the people of this state, and he is going to move this state forward. I am so excited that we are just 24 hours away from the polls closing, the vote to be counted, and our state to move forward. It's been going backwards for too long. Mark Dayton will take it into the future.
Yay!
Thank you very much. And I'm so honored, Speaker Keller, thank you very much. Your support has been just fantastic. I'm so grateful to you. Thank you very much. You're such a terrific leader of our state. Congressman Walls, just really outstanding leadership. And I was in the Worthington there, and when they gave you a shout out there too, because they all across your district there. There's just so much respect for you and your leadership, and something that benefits your district, benefits our entire state. But thank you so much. And terrific State Auditor Rebecca Otto, the nationally recognized leader. Saying in some of the farm areas of Minnesota, you know, Rebecca and her husband are farmers in addition to being state auditor, and he drives the tractor and she bales the hay. So, and fabulous running mate I have, Yvonne Bretner-Sola. I'm so fortunate. The best thing that happened to me in this campaign is when Yvonne gave up a secure state Senate seat in Duluth to undertake this adventure with me, and we had a great partnership, and we'll continue to do so. And as you both know, in the legislature, I have so much respect for Yvonne on both sides of the aisle, and we have a great working team, and thank you so much. Thank you very much for honoring us by being here today, giving up the part of your busy day here, knocking on doors and campaigning, so thank you very much. Before I work with you. Such a special regard for Rochester, as I said at your Chamber of Commerce debate a couple of weeks ago. I was 6 or 7 years old when I came down here with my family because my little sister had eye difficulties, and Mayo Clinic restored her sight for the rest of her life. And then a half-century later, I was on my way to Iraq and landed in Amman, Jordan, and met with the foreign minister of Jordan and other officials there, and I said, I'm from Minnesota, do you know where that is? And he smiled, he said, the Mayo Clinic cured my father of cancer just a couple of years ago. There was a special quality to Rochester and its contribution to our state and to our nation and to our world. And that's reflective of the special quality of Minnesotans.
Yes,
that we have created out of the ideas and the genius and the dedication to our fellow citizens, what the Mayo brothers did here years ago and has been carried forward. Of course, IBM here, I remember with Governor Perpich making a pitch on behalf of a project, and the IBM general manager came along and said that the plant here in Rochester, they had their product lines that required the highest degree of perfection anywhere in the country, because again, the quality of the people in this area and the quality of the people of Minnesota. And that's why our commitment to education is so vitally important. And why it's so crucial that we restore that commitment to early childhood education, kindergarten through 12th grade, higher education, so that we can continue to educate the young people for the challenging environment in which they will compete in a global economy, and will lead the state to its future greatness, to build upon the greatness that we've been brought to this point. And so, you know, that's the spirit in which we have undertaken this campaign, the spirit in which we conclude it here today, and then tomorrow the people of Minnesota will decide, as they should in a democracy, and that's where your support becomes so crucial. You know, for the next 25.5 hours, we need you to be working as hard as you have up until now on all of our behalf, because your efforts will very well decide this election. It's going to be a close election statewide. As we learned 2 years ago, every vote matters so much. So I thank you so very much for all that you're doing on behalf of all of us, and I ask you to just make that extra effort for this next day and a fraction, and then hopefully all of us tomorrow night celebrate a great victory. Thank you very much.